So if you watched our last video, you've seen that we took real Teal and Zach to the track over in Montgomery, did some test and tune, just to play around for a day on the 4th of July. But on one of the final passes, we ran real Teal out to the quarter and something happened. Something let go, and it just putt all through the pits, so shut it down, and we trailered it, or towed it all the way to the trailer, and we popped one of the valve covers last night, and this is what we found.
Well, I know I've had these off because I did it at the track, remember? Crazy on this side. Visually crazy looking.
Nope.
Push rods don't look crooked or bad or anything.
Yep. Well, no. Oh, never mind. I got some slack on that one.
That one's gonna.
Yeah, that was the all the way up.
What rock rounds are those? LGM? What is that? Doesn't ring a bell. 1/7.
Oh no. Some are slack.
That is get a push rod tip or a lifter. Oh no. We may have a problem. That's not good. Doesn't look like any of them are backed off. Well, is it? Not loose. Maybe got push rod tips or something.
Yep. Got one.
It's not on the top. That one's not quite as bad. I don't know. Fun stuff. Guess we pull that shaft off and stick the camera down in there and look, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, we're here. Let's go ahead and grab Alan.
Solid roller. It's really hard on the valve train. You constantly have to go by and readjust it after so many passes or however long you drive it. So that's why a lot of your like road cars and stuff like that are they're hydraulic rollers. So a lot easier on the valve train, not as radical, but I mean we're spinning this thing well over 8,000 RPM, and that cam is pretty big for this motor. So it's very important to do maintenance on a regular, especially with a solid roller motor. So, because the valve train will move and you have to constantly go back and readjust lashing. So if you get too much, too little, you know, it could be catastrophic, as you can see. As heat expands, parts grow, and if tolerances are off and everything, it just beats itself to death.
It looks like it's wobbling. Milwaukee tools. If you work on a car with DeWalt,
Hey.
don't at me.
My DeWalt stuff is great.
DeWalt's for building houses.
What?
Push rod looks fine. What is going on? What was that?
Oh no.
Intake.
Well,
Oh, you're gonna lose all my bolts. Yeah, what's the cups look like? Ooh, it's beat up good. That one's done. Oh no, this one looks fine too. It's been beaten on them. Look at them. Did I lash these wrong?
I don't know.
Containers don't even look good. tips look okay. I don't see any damage to anything. It's like it did it like immediately. Like it said, now. I'm done now. Alright, let's put the old scope in there, huh?
Yeah, let's see what that lifter looks like.
I have to buy stuff like this when I have it LS for.
Well,
Boost. Nitrous, I gotta buy tools.
stock motors live the longest, you know this.
Teslong.
Really? Yeah,
It Teslong.
is it by the same people that make Ling Long tires?
Hey.
That don't look like a Pickstar, you know, lamp.
Alright. Let's keep it off the paint. Let's go inside. It's orange in there.
So is the GM. See?
I mean, I don't know what I'm looking for. We're gonna have to take this intake off to really see anything. What's the rest of it? Well, I knew we weren't gonna be able to see the cam. Don't know. I don't know. Can't see now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to look for. I mean, they're solid roller. So, I mean, we're gonna have to pull the intake.
Go to the good one.
We're just going to yank the intake and pull the lifters out and inspect the cam.
Yeah, probably need a couple lifters.
This thing got coated a long time ago. Look at all the paint's about gone off of it. All right, well. All right.
Well,
Let's pull a plug and look inside that cylinder. Bet the piston's up too high. Yeah, it's right there. I have to rotate the motor.
okay.
I just went in too far. Come on, come back around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower the piston down a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't see any damage.
Explain what we're about to do.
Pull the intake off. Figure out why the lifters are all loose on that one cylinder. So, fun stuff. The first maintenance we've done to the car.
So we're gonna pull this off, all the nitrous, and then we're gonna look inside and see what happened with the lifters and see if it possibly wiped out a cam or not. So
Yeah, we'll find out here in a minute. We'll pull some of this apart, then we're gonna get the car up in the air and drain the radiator.
So what's the worst case scenario if it wiped the cam?
Just that. Wipe the cam. Put a cam in the car.
Gonna go with the same one?
No. We've got some ideas. Make the car a little faster.
Zach,
I say we. I mean Wesley Evans has some ideas on how to make the car.
Zach wants you to put bigger heads on it.
Well, really consider going and just buying that motor from Will.
Being that we do a lot more quarter-mile racing than eighth-mile stuff, then we're going to get a cam that possibly is more beneficial for the quarter-mile stuff. Will that give up some of the eighth-mile? Probably not. So, but it has been discussed that we're going to take this motor out of Teal and break it down to make it a hydraulic roller motor, you know, for street events and things like that nature, you know, because it's hard to take like a race motor and go do a drag and drive or something like that, because it's like the cam's so radical, it's solid roller, you constantly got to adjust everything, and it just does not want to drive at low RPM on the street. So I built a more tame motor, spray nitrous to it, and get it to run like 850s, you know. So there's another motor that we potentially might get for the car, not sure yet. Just depends on what's damaged inside of this one. But what we're going to end up doing, if that plays out, is that we'll just take this motor out and then build it as a hydraulic roller street motor, and then we'll take another motor that's just sitting somewhere and build it up to Billy Badass, you know, solid roller, something that can run like consistent 7s back to back to back. So while Heath is over there tearing apart nitrous, this is the #1 cylinder. As you see, that cup right there is broke. As you can see that this has a full ring lip around. The cup is broke. The good news is you can take off that nut and screw all that out. Get your new cup. Push rods are fine, or they look fine. I don't see any serious pitting on it. But whenever a lifter fails, it has the potential to wipe out a cam. So that's what we're going to be looking at to see or assess the damage and go from there. Old iron block.
It's got water way around it. Start checking stuff like this. They're all loose. They're like finger tight. Studs got a little too far. And that's a wash.
You be catching some things on fire.
Yeah. I'm trying to burn the wiring out of the car. Put me out of my misery. Front. So we're supposed to be on a boat, not playing with race cars. It's summer.
What's Daddy doing?
Working on the car,
What should he be doing?
riding the boat at the beach,
What you got there?
popsicle.
Got it.
Got it.
Look at those, they're soft. Ready?
Yeah.
Rollers look fine. Insides look fine. What the heck? It doesn't look chewed up. Does it? I don't see any big grooves. It's fine visually. It's smooth. The stand came loose from the head. See the gap? Oh, am I messing you up? Yep. So it either pulled the threads or vibrated the bolt loose. That would cause a loose rocker arm. Catastrophe avoided.
Wrap us up.
Wrap us up.
Plan.
Thanks for watching. No. Plan? Gonna call LG and get some parts ordered. Try to get a rocker stand. If I can't get it alone, I'll get a whole setup and some push rods and just inspect everything, retorque everything on the top end. Put it back together hopefully by the end of the week if I can get parts. That way we can make it to Wisconsin.
Sweet.
So maybe go test a little bit beforehand, but you know, something mild. And we got new tires sitting over there too, so it will be fresh. Go through the clutch and just make sure the car is ready to go.
Thankfully, the damage is minimum because it's just one bent cradle and it was from an unchecked bolt. We know we didn't check it. So if you have anything to take away from this video, nut and bolt check everything, because it is very crucial and it keeps you from tearing apart a motor. And you know, sometimes it could be even way worse. I mean, it could be something underneath the rear end of the chassis. It could be anything. Just nut and bolt check everything, because I hate for you to have a motor let go, cost you thousands of dollars, or something in suspension, it might put you to wall. If you have anything to take away from this video, nut and bolt check everything. So the damage is minimum. The lifters look great. I took them out, and there's no pitting on the rollers. The cam is not wiped out. We will not be swapping a cam. So we're going to buy the parts, a couple of extra here's and there, so rocker arms, push rods and stuff like that, just in case something like this ever happens again. And then we're going to keep on rocking, man. Real Teal's going to be just like new when we get them parts in. So going to make a phone call in the morning and then have everything shipped here. And just like that, we will see you when we get those parts in.